Woke up in a cage, now I'm looking at the throne. Built a whole empire on a cellular phone. Mama couldn't pay the rent, water turned cold. Now I'm buying out the block, yeah, the story's getting old. But it's new to the ones who was never in the dirt. Trying to find a silver lining while your stomach really hurt. I was taught to never talk, keep your business in a vault. If you falling for the trap, then it's nobody's fault. 1,000 grams in the kitchen, had to make it flip. Hollow tips in the clip, let the heavy metal rip. They told me wait my turn, I told them patience is a lie. You either eat the meal or you lay around and die. Cause nothing was promised, you grab it by the neck. Coming for the title and I'm coming for the check. Nothing was promised, the world is getting cold. I'm turning all this pressure into 24 gold. Nothing was promised, I had to pay the way. Turning dark nights into brightest sunny days. Nothing was promised, remember where I started. Living like a king, but I move like the cold-hearted. I don't trust a soul, keep a heater on my lap. Trapping out the rental, keep my city on the map. I seen brothers turn to snakes, I seen legends turn to dust. In this game of survival, there ain't nobody to trust. I got scars on my back, I got ice on my neck. I'm demanding my respect, I'm demanding every check. Used to run from the sirens, now I'm riding in the ghost. To the ones that said I wouldn't, it's a motherfucking toast. Yeah, the ceiling's coming down, let the bass hit the floor. If they lock the front entrance, I'ma kick in the door. I'm a product of the struggle, I'm a beast in the cage. Now I'm turning all these tears into ink on the page. Cause nothing was promised, we grabbed it by the neck. Coming for the title and I'm coming for the check. Nothing was promised, the world is getting cold. I'm turning all this pressure into 24 gold. Nothing was promised, I had to pay the way. Turning dark nights into brightest sunny days. Nothing was promised, remember where I started. Living like a king, but I move like the cold-hearted. Nothing was promised, not the fame, not the money, not even tomorrow. You gotta go get it. Frostbite on my fingertips, but the bankroll steamy. Winter in the city, it never felt so hot. Let's go. I'm from the corner where the sun don't ever wanna shine. Where you trading out your soul just to save a couple dimes. The wind is biting at my skin, I'm shivering in the street. But I got 40,000 large, keeping leather in the seat. My heart is like a freezer, man, I keep it on some zero. In the neighborhood of villains, trying to play the local hero. I remember being broke, hands ashy, pockets thin. Now the diamonds on my knuckles hitting harder than the wind. I don't feel the breeze no more, I just feel the greed. Playing money trees, cause that's the only thing I need. Used to blow into my palms just to keep the feeling in them. Now I'm blowing through the budget, yeah, I'm soaking in the venom. Cold hands, want money, yeah, the life is bittersweet. Ice inside my veins, but I'm bringing all the heat. Cold hands, want money, keep the furnace in the stash. I don't feel the love, I only feel the touch of cash. Yeah, my grip is freezing, but the blue strip's burning. Every time the world stops, the money keeps turning. Cold hands, want money, yeah, we never folding. Frost on the wrist, but it's fire what I'm holding. I walk through the blizzard with no jacket on my back. Just a vision of the millions and a plane to stay on track. They say money doesn't buy you one, but they ain't never tried it. When the heat is made of rubber bands, you can't even hide it. My touch is like an icicle, I'm numb to all the pain. I done seen the coldest winter, watch the blood into the drain. I keep the window cracked, let the December air in, while I'm counting up the profit, while you haters all the staring. I'm a cold-blooded monster in a luxury attire, standing in a snowstorm, spitting nothing but the fire. If you reach out for a hand, boy, you better bring a glove, cause it's frostbite on the handshake, ain't no room for love. Cold hands, want money, yeah, the life is bittersweet. Ice inside my veins, but I'm bringing all the heat. Cold hands, want money, keep the furnace in the stash. I don't feel the love, I only feel the touch of cash. Yeah, my grip is freezing, but the blue strip's burning. Every time the world stops, the money keeps turning. Cold hands, want money, yeah, we never folding. Frost on the wrist, but it's fire what I'm holding. Check the temperature, it's below freezing out here. This paper's still smoking. You can keep the warmth. I'll keep the wealth. Stay chilly.
Yeah, I remember the hunger pain. Now I'm the one feeding the street. It's a different kind of appetite now. Let's get it. I used to stare at the menu with no money in my pocket. Now I'm staring at the safe, trying to figure out how to lock it. Empty fridge, just a carton and a dream of being great. Now I'm sitting at the table, 100 racks on every plate. The hunger made me vicious, it turned me to a hound. I was looking for a crumb, now I'm buying up the town. I remember sleep for dinner, drinking water just to full up. Now the waiter start to tremble every time they see me pull up. I ain't never had a handout, I ain't never had a seat. I had to build a whole kitchen just so I could finally eat. From the bottom of the food chain, rising to the top. Once you taste the power, man, you never wanna stop. It went from hunger to power, from the famine to the feast. I let the struggle out of cage and I unleashed the beast. From hunger to power, yeah, the growling turned to roars. I used to beg for leftovers, now I own the stores. Yeah, I'm starving for the greatness, I'm addicted to the win. If it's a crime, I want it all, then let me live in sin. From hunger to power, watch the table start to turn. I'm the king of the kitchen, watch the whole world burn. Power is a drug and I'm the #1 supplier. I took the wood from the coffin just to build a bigger fire. My DNA is different, I got hustle in my veins. The same stomach that was empty is what's driving me to rain. I don't see no competition, I just see a bunch of snacks. I'm a lion in the jungle, you just following the tracks. They told me wait your turn, I told them pardon my intrusion. Thinking I would stay a victim was your favorite illusion. I got the juice, I got the sauce, I got the recipe for war. I'm the monster that the government was always looking for. Every scar upon my ribs is a reminder of the past. Now I'm living in a future that's bigger than my past. It went from hunger to power, from the famine to the feast. I let the struggle out the cage and I unleashed the beast. From hunger to power, yeah, the growling turned to roars. I used to beg for leftovers, now I own the stores. Yeah, I'm starving for the greatness, I'm addicted to the win. If it's a crime to want it all, then let me live in sin. From hunger to power, watch the table start to turn. I'm the king of the kitchen, watch the whole world burn. I used to be the one asking, now I'm the one deciding who gets a piece. Don't get it twisted, I'm still hungry, but now I'm hungry for the world. Eat or be eaten. I chose to be the predator. 2025, we taking everything. No more crumbs. We want the whole bakery. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Well, I taught discipline, hunger made me different. Learn to move in silence, pain with my conditioning. Cold night, no assistance. Focus was the mission, respect come with position. Loyalty to principle, blocks our discipline. Scars in my curriculum, trust cause interest. Fake love minimum, stand on what I said. Never been in a predicament. Block tall discipline, I move like I'm conditioning. Raid with a siren sing, lullabies at night. Mama stressed, lights off, still we pray for light. Every corner had a lesson, every loss had a price. I learned early how to read a man's soul from his eyes. No handout, just plans that I wrote in the dark. Had to sharpen my heart, had the heart in my heart. And friends turn to strangers when the pressure apply. So I learned self-control, let the weak ones deny. Ain't no whining in survival, only moves and decisions. Every action got an echo, block top precision. I seen kid with potential, throw it all in the sentence. One mistake, one charge, whole future in prison. So I move like a general, chest not checkers. Mind over muscle, still I stay with protectors. If you talking, you living, no respect for the extras. Where I'm from, your word weigh more than your necklace. Blocked out discipline, hunger made me different. Learn to move in silence, pain with my conditioning. Cold like no assistance, then focus was a mission. And respect come with position, loyalty to principle. Blocked out discipline, scars in my curriculum. Trust cause interest, fake love minimum. Stand on what I said, never been in a
predicament. Blocked hard discipline, I move like I'm conditioned. I see envy in a smile, seen love turn to venom. Same ones eating with you, plotting how to get ahead of you. I don't blame them, that's the game when the pressure on heavy. That's why I keep it tight, circle small like a pebble. I was taught patient by the clock on the wall. Every tick said wait, every knock might be loud. I ain't panic, I play and learn to crawl before ball. Now my losses pay dividends, I get rich all the fall. Ain't no fairy tale where I'm from, just chapters, closed cases, open cases, closed answers. You either break or you build. I chose structure, turn trauma into armor. Now my posture more sturdy. I don't flex for attention, I flex for the proof. Every win come from scars, they don't mention in boots. If the block ain't teacher, you won't last in the truth. Discipline over emotion, that's the code, that's the rule. Pressure make diamonds a crack pipes. Same heat, different results, different life. I ain't lucky, I'm aligned with the grind. Every step was intentional, every move was precise. Blocked all discipline, hunger made me different. Learn to move in silence, pain with my conditioning. Cold night, no assistance, and focus was a mission. And respect come with position, loyalty to principle. Blocked all discipline, scars in my curriculum. Trust cause interest, fake love minimum. Stand on what I said, never been in a predicament. Blocked all discipline, I move like I'm conditioning. Yeah, I ain't perfect, I'm prepared. Block raised me right, even when it raised me rough. Yeah, I can see it in your eyes. You ain't never lived a life. You ain't never had to choose between the Bible or the knife. I was molded in the shadows, you was raised under the lights. I was busy ducking sirens, you was tucking every night. See, the heart don't lie, the frequency is different. You talking about a stove, but you ain't never seen a shipment. I can smell a coward on you through the creed and the silk. You a wolf in sheep's clothing, but you smelling like milk. I only move with soldiers who got dirt behind their nails, who kept their mouths shut when the feds was threatening the jails. If you haven't bled for this, don't you ever claim to say the real don't gotta whisper just to verify the threat. Yeah, real recognize real, and you looking like a ghost. I'm a king inside the jungle, you just playing at the post. Yeah, real recognize real, we don't need a formal intro. I can see the fake coming through the tinted limo window. Yeah, the code is in the blood, it ain't written on a page. You can't buy this kind of spirit, you can't act it on the stage. Yeah, real recognize real, if I know you then I know. If I don't, then keep it moving, cause you're nothing but a show. Yeah, I keep my circle small, like the dot upon a site, cause a room full of yes men won't help you in a fight. I see you chasing clout, I'm out here chasing down a dream. There's a massive difference between a gimmick and a scheme. I've sat with billionaires, and I sat with career crooks, and the realest ones among them never gave the loudest looks. It's the quiet in the room, it's the way they hold their ground. It's the fact they don't go looking for the things that can't be found. You're a parody of struggle, you're a carbon copy clone. I'm the architect of pain, I'm the king upon the throne. Check the thermal on my soul, see it's burning white hot. You're a maybe in a world where I'm everything you're not. Yeah, real recognize real, and you looking like a ghost. I'm a king inside the jungle, you just playing at the post. Real recognize real, we don't need a formal intro. I can see the fake coming through the tinted limo window. Yeah, the code is in the blood, it ain't written on a page. You can't buy this kind of spirit, you can't act it on the stage. Real recognize real, if I know you then I know. If I don't, then keep it moving, cause you're nothing but a show. Yeah. Don't tell me what you did, I can see what you are. Authenticity is a currency you can't counterfeit. And right now, your pocket's looking real empty. 2025, and the fakes are riding all time high, hiding behind filters, telling every kind of lie. But when the pressure hits the pipe and the diamonds start to form, the real ones stay standing while the fake ones hit the floor. I don't need a handshake, I don't need a fake smile. I can see the true nature from a motherfucking mile. Yeah. Can't recognize game, but the lame just spectate. Stay true to the soil or get buried under it. Yeah. Real recognize real.